Well, hey there. I hope you're having a good day and enjoying reading through Proverbs as a church. I have Proverbs 8, the chapter on the excellence of wisdom. And as I was reading through this and thinking about wisdom, I came to realize what wisdom is not. And wisdom is not necessarily what we think wisdom is in our flesh. In other words, what we're going to naturally assume is wisdom is probably something that we've been taught from the things we've seen and experienced in the world, such as it is very wise for you to invest your money a certain way, or it is very wise for you to put up things in your storehouses, or it is very wise for you to vote for this certain candidate because, as we all know, candidates are our saving grace, right? Well, no, that's silly. Like, that's crazy. But if we look at wisdom the way the world wants us to look at wisdom, it all fails in the end. You can't magically wake up one day and say, okay, today, the first week in 2024, I am going to be a wise person. Like, I'm going to wake up today and I'm going to do everything with wisdom and it's going to be great. Well, what's going to happen is you're going to fall on your face, because even if you think you're making wise decisions, you may not be making wise decisions because you don't really know where to get that wisdom, right? Like, our flesh thinks that we're doing the right thing. Paul would say, I know what to do is right, but my flesh wants to do this. And there's this constant battle. There's this constant reminder that we're plagued by our flesh. And so it's really important as we study the scriptures and we try to figure out what this wisdom is, that we understand our flesh will always deceive us. And when we think we're doing right, if we're doing that in the flesh, we may absolutely be doing something wrong, something terrible. So as we read through this chapter 8, it talks about wisdom, and it gives us wisdom is portrayed here as a woman standing high on a mountain, proclaiming who she is, and also saying that she was with God in the beginning, and she has been with God. And as we read through this, it gives us an intimate picture, a picture of intimacy between wisdom and God. And here wisdom is portrayed as a woman. And so I was thinking, well, this is very interesting, because for me to know my wife means that I must be intimate with her. You guys know who my wife is, but you don't know my wife in the sense that I know my wife, because I'm married to her and we have an intimate relationship. So for you to wake up tomorrow and say, okay, I'm going to be wise today, that's foolishness. That is foolishness. If you wake up tomorrow and say, I'm going to have an intimate relationship with the Creator God, that is wisdom. Not because of something that you're doing, it is because you're having a relationship with the one who is wise, an intimate relationship. So I think this is a display of the relationship God has with wisdom. He is intimate with wisdom because He is wisdom. And for us to have wisdom, we must be intimate with God. I want to read this one verse from this chapter. And this is chapter 8, verse 35. For whoever finds me finds life and obtains favor from the Lord. If you want wisdom, you have to seek the Lord, because the Lord is wisdom. He is the source of wisdom. And so if you want to be wise, if you want to make good decisions, you have to have an intimate relationship with the Lord.